Hi, welcome to Full Flow with Chloe, where today I'm going to pull for a little combo of the Light Seers and the Enchanted for Haxa and see what we get. I'm going to start with the Light Seers. So there's not been quite as few tarot readings done as I've been away for a few days. I escaped up north because I didn't really go anywhere over the 2 weeks I had off around Christmas and highly regretted it. So got a week off work this week and I was like, I am not spending any time really at my house or in the area where I live. It depresses me so. So yeah, I drove up to the Yorkshire Dales. Lovely, windy, wild landscape with quaint little limestone towns. And we have, the first card out is the Seven of Cups. This is a little bit of like confusion, not quite sure what to choose, too many options. We have had the sun move into Pisces yesterday. So we have just entered Pisces season. And Pisces can be a little bit like lost in its imagination at times and kind of struggle to make a solid decision. You can see there's all these strange situations occurring around these cups. We've got like a snake crawling out of one, a bat wing, some ladders going up and down. It's very like snakes and ladders. And Pisces is very good at going with the flow, not really planning so much, but just being like, oh, I'll go with this one and see where it takes me, and just following the stream of life. So there might be a little bit of that. We have also got Mercury in Pisces at the moment, which is making communication a bit slippery, just like my tongue was there. So yeah, Mercury is going to retrograde, officially go into retrograde on the 26th as well, which is right around the corner, which may cause a bit of a snakes and ladder kind of vibe, especially in communication. And we have the Wheel. So yeah, trusting fate, trusting the process, trusting the turn of the wheel, trusting it like a roulette board, like I'm feeling lucky, I'm gonna roll with it. This was very much like my trip. My car had not been working like most of the winter very well. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take a punt on it, do a last minute booking with cancellation, just in case the car doesn't make it up all of the roads and the long drive, or even start in the first place. Has been struggling to start in the cold weather. And I just was like, leave it to fate. And then if I get there up into the Yorkshire Dales and the car runs all right, I might take a punt on booking some time over in Scarborough with like partial cancellation and see if the car starts. And if it does, I'm going. And so yeah, I got to say goodnight to the ocean and good morning to the ocean and stay right by the ocean as well, right when we were moving into Pisces season, which pleased me so. And I feel like just trusting the momentum of life is very much that whole fire horse vibe at the moment. Lunar New Year is was on the 17th, and that's very much, I was, trusting the horsepower of my car. I've got 2 cards. And just trusting the momentum and the motion, the forward motion and my own momentum, and that, like, I'll just go with it and see where it takes me and trust that kind of spontaneous momentum. That's what I'm trying to say. And the cards we have is the King of Wands, talking about Year of the Fire Horse. is some fiery king energy, and like being your own leader and taking leadership of your energy, like lots of confidence and self-assertion with all this fire energy of the fire horse year. We've also got the lion here, so like, you know, standing up for your personal sovereignty and really trusting the flow of your passion is what I'm getting. Trusting the flow of your fate, the flow of your momentum, and the flow of your passion. And I think with that he's thinking way too hard on this card about what to do rather than just trusting the flow and trusting his intuition. He's trying to think his way in and out of the decisions, and that's just not really where we're at right now. It's like trusting the fate, trusting the flow, trusting the passion, and trusting what makes you feel strong and free, and standing in your own personal power about what that is and trusting it. And we also have the Knight of Wands, more fiery energy. And what do we have in the background? A horse. Fire horse. Ignite your fire, ignite your spark, keep it lit. And there was like a big kind of like ascension portal energy as well on the 17th with this Aquarius solar eclipse. So, you know, a new moon, so lots of new intention, manifestation. And the Four of Wands, you have the two gateways. It's like a portal, and an eclipse is a solar eclipse is like a fiery portal that's taking you, transporting you somewhere. Wow, love it. And with this wheel, it's like this fiery kind of wheel, this portal energy of stepping into your personal power and trusting your flow, trusting your intuition and your passion, and just going for it, trusting the momentum of where you're being led, where that passion and intuition is leading you. And I'm going to take some from the Enchanted Fahaxa. And Pisces, we've got a few of these planets, you know, moving into Pisces. We've also got Venus in Pisces. She's been hanging out there for a while now. So very like creative time we're in at the moment as well. And I did do a Venus in Pisces class. I also did a New Year Fire Horse Aquarius Eclipse class as well. These are yoga classes. So if you want to go and check out the Venus in Pisces one, it's going to be completely appropriate for the whole of Pisces season. So now the sun's there as well, you might want to go and check that out. I'll put a link in the description box to that. I also did a Pisces meditation to go alongside that, but they're two separate videos. So you might want to check that out as well. I went down into like a big crystal cavern where like there was lots of stalactites made of calcite, natural calcite down there, and fossils and things. And that meditation is very much set in like a cavern of crystals. And so when I was down there, I was just like, oh yes, this is very, very on point with what I've been doing over the last few days and weeks, and the, you know, energies that are afoot. And the first card we get out from the Fahaxa is the Nine of Earth. And we've got this gorgeous little snow fox got all these pine cones. The pine cones seem to be the abundance of nature. I've got some acorns as well, which are very, you know, symbolic of abundance. And yeah, so she's got all her like sort of trophies of the earth, and she's sitting back, just like sitting pretty on her lovely furry wolf friend, looking at all of the splendor around her, all of her like worldly, earthly abundance that she's gained, and just sitting back and enjoying it. And having a bit of a sort of patient moment of contemplation about how far she's come and what she's gained so far in her like earthly wisdom and abundance, and being like, I've done pretty all right, you know, like I'm doing pretty well. And you know, just admiring her own stability. And what it's earned her, how far she's grown. I was going to say as well is Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac wheel before we start all over again with Aries. And so you might be in a place to be accepting of like what is ending and how far you came with something, and what wisdom or what things you want to keep, what's going to stay and what is going to stick around for you and provides you with stability that you want to continue to build on. What is completely complete and done with, and you don't need to work any harder at it, and you've earned it, you've got it, you've gained it. And what is not something that you want to keep investing in, what hasn't brought you really any growth, hasn't made you feel abundant, hasn't made you feel wealthy of knowledge or worldly materials, you know. And it's time to let go and, you know, surge forth into the year of the fire horse and know what it is you're taking, which bits you are taking of what you've already earned and what you've learned and what's sticking and what just isn't. And we get the 10 of water. It's oh so Pisces-y. But I think the 10 of water is Mars in Pisces, actually. So it's this like active, abundant overflow of actually going about filling up the cups. And everyone kind of sharing the wealth of the completion of, you know, this overflowing joy and love and just bountiful bliss. We've got the rainbows, we've got the mermaid, we've got all of the water lilies, like the lotuses that, you know, risen up from the deepest, darkest, murkiest places and blossomed into something beautiful, absolute growth. Gorgeous little hummingbird going around, like drinking all of the nectar, and this couple, you know, dancing together, rejoicing at all of the bountiful pleasures that they are absolutely bathing in. And this is very like that Pisces meditation that I did as well, Venus and Pisces meditation. So maybe go and check that out. I will also drop in a link to the Aquarius solar eclipse Year of the Horse yoga class that I did, that's also got an excellent meditation on the end of that as well, if you want to check that out. There's also a little tarot reading on the end of that one. And we have the Page of Earth as well. It's like, how do you like them apples, baby? She's got her apple. And it's like, where are we putting our new intention for growth? So as I said, we've come so far and gained all of these things, and which bits are going to stick with us and which bits are going to stay with us. But what is our passion that's, you know, pursuing us forward through this portal? Where do we want the portal to take us to start building towards something new as well? What is the seed? I'm looking right at the middle of that apple and the seed. What seeds are we planting to grow our new apples? And we've got a lot of, you know, fiery energy around her as well, and these very fiery apples, like the red fiery apples, and it's a very kind of big red moon behind her as well, which is making me feel quite like, you know, that solar eclipse vibe. And so what is the intention? Finn's with me, by the way. Say hello, Findus. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. So yeah, what seeds are you sowing so that you can bloom and ripen in the coming year, the year of the fire horse? There's so many big energies, and they're not showing any signs of stopping yet. February has been a potent time astrologically. 2026 is going to be a 1 year as well. So 25 was a 10, a completion. And 1, it's a whole new beginning, a whole new point of growth. So what is that? What is that seed that we are sowing? Our new intention of growth. Okay, it's chucked me quite a few out there. The ones oh wow, it's quite the pile. So one I saw land first was the Knight of Water. We have this gorgeous goddess who reminds me of Byzantine, a Japanese goddess, I think she is. She plays the lute, and she lives on an island in the middle of a lake. I think she had some sort of relationship with a dragon, or was like married to a dragon of a lake or something. But she plays the lute. It's very artistic, musical, kind of poetic, watery Pisces-y vibe. A mermaid playing the lute. And so I'm getting, it's a good time to really tune into your creative energy and take a pause and check in with the depth of your emotion and create, paint, make music, write something, whatever your creative energy is, whatever your creative vice is. Or maybe it's time to explore and open up to trying a new creative pursuit if you don't already have one, or even just, getting in the bath and listening to some really transportational music to feel this kind of emotional, creative kind of transportation. And music's very transportational. And just kind of absorb that creative energy. We also have the Knight of Fire. So we had the Knight of Wands already come out from the Light Seers, and we have it from another deck here. The Knight of Fire is the same as the Knight of Wands, and here she is charming a snake with the flames here. We have just moved out of the year of the wood snake and into the fire horse. So, where have we shed our skin from the past year? And maybe we're now like, look at my lovely new shiny scales, my lovely new skin. Where am I taking this new cycle is what I'm getting. And it's time to, pursue my passion. I'm getting that very like Kundalini energy, which is again quite creative energy. It's that energy of the base of the sacral chakra coming up the spine, and this sort of surge of transformation through fire and creative energy. Kundalini energy is very like creative energy. And we get the Wheel of Fortune again and the World. Absolutely love the World card in this deck. So a double confirmation again. So we've had the Wheel of Fortune twice. So fated, trusting the turn of the wheel. And we've had the Knight of Wands or Fire twice, double confirmation. And the Knight, it surges forth. It's that momentum. It's following your momentum, following your passion, and having the courage and confidence to go off on the journey, to set out and take action towards it. And the World card is a completion, and it's come out with Judgment as well. This rebirth energy. We have obviously all of this, it's through fire as well here. We have this, kind of corpse, a very beautiful corpse, but with the spirit rising up out of it. And the fact that we have these arrows coming in as well, it's like, it's an active transformation. And again, it's through fire. It almost looks like it's surrounded by fire. And the arrows are on fire as she sort of bathes in this water. So that's quite interesting. Like we're coming into this like watery Pisces energy at the moment with the Sun, Venus there, and Mercury. And Mercury is the messenger, and these arrows sort of coming in of like a message coming in, but they're fiery. And this energy we've got of the fire horse, and and Neptune and Saturn having just moved into Aries, fire sign energy, that's new, fresh, and it's like a new beginning, a new cycle, a new era, and it's embracing these flames and allowing ourselves to transform through, you know, the purification of water and fire, and a completion through it with the world. And look at all these gorgeous lanterns twinkling away into the sky, and it's like this elevation and this celebration, you know, like the fire. They're often across Asia, you know, lanterns are lit to celebrate the Lunar New Year, and we sort of put this little fire, this little flame inside the lantern, and the air and the fire, they work like little hot air balloons, and they travel up and they ascend, and it's like filling the sky in celebration. And this, you know, this solar eclipse was in an air sign of Aquarius, which is all about ascension, and the fire horse charging in, this sort of like creative new creation energy of forward motion, and this big celebration of it, of air and fire, and this, yeah. Do you see where I'm going with that? This transformation and completion and celebration of like, I've cleansed out and transformed, and this is my new start. This is my completion. And then we get the Three of Water, which is very like the sisterhood. And it's, you know, a triangulation of harmony, like an energetic flow of perfect balance in the shape of the triangle, of emotional flow, and you know, like an emotional bliss coming together, connection, connecting with others, and that's quite an Aquarian energy as well. You know, bringing people together. Aquarian's very community focused, very humanitarian, and you know, we've also got this Pisces energy with the water, but Aquarius is an air sign, but it's also the water bearer, and it's purification and ascension through, you know, so the scooping of the waters, you know, the depth of the wisdom of the waters, but then ascending it and sending those ripples out on the waves of communication to others. And they've got this gorgeous golden glowing shell of like shared, unified, collective bliss. And like we come together in a unified celebration of this new world that we're creating, this, you know, new beginning, this teleportation, and this transportation and transformation of this new world we're creating for ourselves. And that is just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'll just show you just how gorgeous these cards all look together. Just sort of stacked them up on the sofa in rows. But look at all that sort of bursts of colours, you know, fiery but also watery. Gorgeous. I'm going to go for the Everyday Witch. Woo! And there it is. Plant the seeds. Where's it gone? Have I dropped it on the floor? No. Has it gone down the side of the sofa? Aha, there it is. Oh my God. Plant the seeds. And I was talking about the apple seeds. I have got the Ace of Water on the floor there that I've just found. Gorgeous. Very Pisces-y. I'm going to let you know as well that with the Ace of Water stuck to the back of it, we had the Death card, which is also about rebirth. And I was talking about rebirth with this Judgment card. And the World, this completion. So it's one cycle ending, so another one can begin. And we have this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Ace of Water vibe with it. So yeah, I think do something creative to find your inner peace. And of course, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Maybe check out those links that I'm going to drop in the description box of the classes if you haven't already seen them. Thank you to all new subscribers and new continual viewers. Bye.